Thanks, Melissa. Good morning. How are you all? I am so excited to have the opportunity to speak to you because you are at an absolutely exciting point where you're on the brink of starting your career. And really, the world is your oyster at this point. So what I want to talk about for the next few minutes is really helping you to know what to do once you graduate. So you've graduated or you're about to graduate, then what happens? Then what do you do? What are your next steps? And we know for many of you, depending on what state you're in, there may be a little bit of a wait from you completing your hours and graduating from school to be able to get that state board appointment, to be able to do your license and actually get your license through. So what I want to talk to you about is how to make the best use of that time to set yourself up to success, to make sure that you're really going to start your career off on the right foot and you are going to stay in this industry as long as we have all been in this industry. So let's talk about the number one thing that we want you to do the second that you have graduated from school. Become Dermalogica certified. You just heard all about how important it is to have product knowledge. Now, if you have some downtime between graduating and getting your license, a great way to be able to use that is to go on to our Dermalogica websites. We'll leave all of the information for you how to get there in the chat and be able to take DNA online. So this is our Dermalogica product knowledge course. And you can also do either via streaming or in person, come in and do the third day, which is hands-on, that allows you to learn how to do our Pro Skin 60. This is a great certification for you to be able to have because it helps you when you're interviewing for jobs. If you can say that I'm already Dermalogica certified and you're going in and you're interviewing in a skin center or a salon or a spa or an Ulta or a Sephora or a Hand and Stone that are using Dermalogica, it's to your advantage to already be Dermalogica certified. So that's the number one thing that we recommend that you do. It's completely open to you on graduation. It's completely free of charge for you because we want you to be empowered to have the success that you need. So that's your number one thing. All of the information how you do that is going to be in the chat, the Q&A section. Then you really need to think about how your journey is going to progress. So you need to choose your adventure. What direction do you want to take your career in? And there are so many avenues that you can take. And especially in the last 5 years, things have really expanded within our industry. And we have so many options of the direction that we can take. So maybe you love being in the treatment room and you love being able to deliver those long form treatments. You like the 60-minute treatments, you like the candles, you like a bit of Enya in the background, but you want to get your clients results. So maybe you want to look for more of a spa environment. Maybe you enjoy really treating those acneic skins or sensitized skins or aging skins, in which case you want to look more for a skincare clinic. So you need to think about what additional skills you need. Maybe you want to go down the medical route. So maybe you want to become working with a doctor, or you want to be a medical esthetician, or you want to work in partnership with a dermatologist. That's a whole other degree of skill sets that you are going to need because your education has only just started. It's going to be ongoing for you. Maybe you're a real people person and a go-getter and you want to constantly be going and on the floor and in public and talking to as many people as you possibly can and doing more quick form treatments, in which case you have opportunities to work in more of a retail environment. You can still do your hands-on in your service, but in a different manner. So choosing your career path, choosing where you want to be, what your goal is what you need to start thinking about now. right now. You need to start really digging deep and saying, am I the type of person that is going to thrive in a retail environment? If not, then that's not going to be the right thing for you. Am I the type of person that can deal with the candles and the birthing whales in a dark treatment room all day? I'm not that person. Maybe you're not that person. So that might not be for you either. So knowing where you want to go is really going to help you during that time of graduating and waiting for your license to think about, what are the steps that I need? What are the education that I need? And who are the mentors that I need to find that are going to help me to be successful? Now, your end goal may be opening your own skin center, but is that necessarily something that you're going to do directly out of school? Your end goal may be being an educator. Maybe you want to teach others how to do skin treatments. Maybe you want to come work for Dermalogica, but that's also not something that you're going to do straight out of school. So your end goal may have different points to allow you to get there. So you need to think about what experiences you need to get to what your ideal career is. So that's your challenge. Start writing down where you want to be. Once you've got that, you've got the ability to up your knowledge. So what is it that you need to know that allows you to move forward? Now, if you are looking to work in more of a medical environment, then you want to reach out to see, does your school have an alumni program that teaches microneedling or dermaplaning or Dermalogica's peels, Pro Power peels. So many of our undergraduate schools who are partners with Dermalogica have alumni programs where you can come back on graduation and do hands-on with our Pro Power peel. That's a great tool that's going to help you be very successful if you're looking to get more into that medical or a more clinical type of environment. If not, then you can also do that online. Again, we'll leave the link to be able to do Meet Pro Power Peel with Dermalogica on graduation. Again, completely free of charge for you. Would encourage you to do it. It's another bow in your arrow. But what else is it that you need to know? What else, what other skill sets? Have you practiced as much as you possibly can to make sure that your skills are really on point? So this is the time when you need to assemble your crew, get everybody in, the neighbors, your best friends, boyfriends, husbands, next door neighbors, boyfriends, get them all in. The more skins that you can touch, the better it's going to be for you once you get into the industry. Because there is nothing more horrifying than your very first client having grade 3 acne and you have never treated it before. And you have got a paying client on your treatment bed and that person is looking to you to solve their problems and get results. So the more you can get practice, get hands-on, and try and meet as many different skins as you possibly can, the better it's going to be for you. I'm just trying to find can somebody pass me a tissue? Has anybody else got crazy allergies right now? I'm like having the terrible time, so tissue. Oh, I wish you could see behind the scenes right now. It's hilarious. There's people running everywhere. It's like, get the girl a tissue. Thank you very much. 1 second, because you don't want to see this. Goodness me. Runny noses. So try and get your practice up. So make sure that you're seeing those skins. Maybe if you've learned a very specific cleansing routine. You know when you first learned something, you're going through the process, and we've all done this while we're cleansing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That needs to become muscle memory. And the more you practice it, the more it will become muscle memory. So you can concentrate, you can get a lovely flow, you can start thinking about what your client really needs, and really you can focus on thinking about their skin rather than thinking about, okay, what's my next step? Okay, I'm roll patting, that's what I'm doing, roll patting. But that just comes with practice. So the more people you can get your hands on, the better. And remember, you're just practicing. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a treatment bed. Doesn't matter if you're doing it on the kitchen table. Doesn't matter if they're on the floor in your living room. Just try and get your hands on as much as you can so you can feel really confident. Because if you are going out to interview, most places will ask for a trade test. So if you are going into a full service skin center and you can't wax a leg in 7 minutes, you're going to be in trouble. So make sure that you are practicing those skills so that you can really ace any trade test that you are going to be given. We also really encourage you to join our job board. So this is on dermalinstitute.com, which is the education foundation behind Dermalogica. On our job board, it gives you the opportunity to not only search for jobs, but also to post your resumes. So skincares and salons and medi-spas who are looking for licensed professional skin therapists or licensed estheticians will be able to go on and see your resume. Talking of that resume, do not be afraid to put on things that don't feel relevant to the industry on that resume, because you can make them relevant. If you maybe you've been waitressing, maybe you have been working in telemarketing, maybe you've had a completely different career, but think about how you can put that on your resume that relates to what it is that an employer is going to be looking for. So maybe you're a people person, maybe you're good with sales, maybe you're good with providing advice. So let's take waitressing as an example. In that, make sure on your resume you're talking about the fact that you're incredibly social, you're able to give advice on the best points of the menu, which relate to then giving that client advice about their skin, that you have those communication skills that are really going to help. So make sure that you're doing as much as you possibly can. But also we had some opportunities to be able to, have you been working in retail? Are there options there where you can work in a skin-related retail environment while you're waiting for your state board to come through? Because that also helps you to be able to build your resume. Also, I would put on the resume the number of skin treatments that you've been doing. So there's no reason when you are brand new to the industry and you've just graduated, and I'm looking to hire a licensed professional skin therapist, if somebody put on their resume that they're fresh out of school, but they've done 100 skin treatments because they've been practicing, I would love to see that on a resume. So I think about how you're positioning that. You can post it on the job board, and you can also see all of the jobs related on there. So it's a great place for you to be able to start doing some research, and you can also filter through different categories depending on what adventure with your career you're choosing to take. So really, this is the time that you've got to start looking forward. You need to start having a plan. What do I need? And we are 100% here to be able to support you. At some point, you would have met an educator and a business consultant. You may have met them virtually, you may have met them in person. I very much recommend that you reach out to both of those people, especially if you're getting ready to graduate, because they will be able to know what's going on locally, who is looking for skin therapists, where may be a good place for you to be able to start. You may also want to really have a good look around and think about what is going to be right for you, and start honing those skills, start booking in those classes, start making sure that you get that hands-on and you get that practice so you are going to be as successful as you possibly can. And that then will allow you to take the industry by storm. So it's in your hands. The future is completely yours. We are putting an industry that we love and that we have spent our lives in, we're putting it in your hands. And we're hoping that you're going to take really good care of it. So we are so excited for you. I hope that you have amazing journeys. We can't wait to hear all about what you have achieved. And I thank you for spending time with me today. It's been an absolute privilege to be able to speak with you. And I am going to hand you back to Melissa, who is going to take you on the next step of your journey today. Thank you so much. And I hope to meet you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.